There's a conversation that every man over 60 should have had by now, but chances are it hasn't happened. Not in a doctor's office, and definitely not in casual chats among friends. It's an honest, direct talk about 3 simple natural habits, practical steps that can drastically improve prostate health and quality of life. According to Dr. Patrick Walsh, one of the most respected urologists in the world and a pioneer in prostate cancer treatment, the information I'm about to share could truly change your life, or the life of someone you love. This isn't guesswork or opinion. It's grounded in science, supported by real studies, and has helped thousands of older men reduce pain, regain energy, and age with more freedom and dignity. If you're 60 or older, or you have a dad, husband, brother, or friend in that age group, please stay with me through the end. One of these 5 habits might really surprise you. But before we get to the list, we need to talk about why the prostate deserves more attention after 60. The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut. It sits below the bladder and surrounds the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. Its job is important. It helps produce seminal fluid that carries sperm. But as men get older, particularly after 50, the prostate starts to enlarge. And even when that growth isn't cancerous, it can still cause real problems. This condition is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. According to the U.S. National Institutes of Health, over 50% of men between 51 and 60 already have signs of this issue. After 70, more than 80% are affected. And the symptoms can be more than just annoying. They can really interfere with daily life. As the prostate gets bigger, it presses on the urethra and makes urination difficult. You may notice a weak stream, the feeling that your bladder didn't fully empty, trouble getting started, or waking up multiple times at night to go to the bathroom. Now here's the key. Most men think these symptoms are just part of getting older. But that's not true. Modern science tells us there are natural ways to slow this process down, or even reverse some of the symptoms, with simple daily changes. And that's what I want to walk you through today. The first habit may sound obvious, but it's more powerful than most people realize. Habit number 1. Smart hydration to calm prostate inflammation. It might sound basic, but staying hydrated the right way can ease a lot of common urinary issues in older men. And it's not just how much water you drink. It's when and how you drink it that matters most. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to thirst. Many men go hours without drinking, only reaching for water once they're already dehydrated. This leads to dark, concentrated urine filled with waste products that irritate the bladder and inflame the prostate. Over time, this buildup affects internal tissues, weakens urine flow, increases urgency, and leads to those exhausting nighttime trips to the bathroom. But this is where strategic hydration comes in. The key is to drink water gradually throughout the day, especially in the morning and early afternoon, and to reduce fluid intake later in the evening. This gives your body the chance to flush toxins efficiently during the day, without putting pressure on the bladder overnight. In a study published in the Journal of Urology, over 2,000 men aged 60 plus used this hydration strategy and saw up to a 41% drop in nighttime symptoms like incomplete emptying and frequent urination. This habit costs nothing, but it can seriously improve sleep, reduce irritation, and protect your prostate function. It's a small shift with a big payoff, especially when you make it part of your routine. Habit number 2, a short walk after meals to boost blood flow to the prostate. This tip is rarely discussed during medical checkups, but it can make a huge difference. It's simple. Take a light walk after your biggest meals. That's it. You don't need a gym, no treadmill. Just consistent, gentle movement after lunch and dinner. Here's why it matters. Walking helps stimulate circulation in the pelvic region, which sends more oxygen and nutrients to the prostate. This increased blood flow helps reduce inflammation, repair tissue, and keep the gland functioning better over time. Plus, it supports digestion and stabilizes blood sugar, Another factor tied to prostate health. Men with diabetes are more likely to develop BPH and deal with more intense urinary problems. And then there's inflammation. Sitting down for long periods, especially after eating, raises inflammatory markers in the body. Walking brings those levels down and promotes overall wellness, including in the prostate. One study from the University of Sao Paulo tracked men over 65 and found that those who walked for just 15 minutes after meals were 35% less likely to develop moderate to severe BPH symptoms. You don't need to hike a mile. Even a few slow laps around the living room or yard can help. It's about consistency, not intensity. Habit number 3. Regular sexual activity for cleansing and prostate support. This may be one of the most powerful and most overlooked natural habits for prostate health. And it's not talked about nearly enough due to old taboos or discomfort around the topic. But the science is clear. Regular sexual activity, including ejaculation, has a protective effect on the prostate. Why? Because the prostate produces part of the seminal fluid. Ejaculation helps clear out that fluid and flushes toxins from the gland. When fluid builds up and sits in the prostate for long periods, it can lead to inflammation, stagnation, and even infection in some cases. In fact, a study published in European Urology found that men who ejaculated 21 times per month or more had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. But even beyond cancer risk, regular sexual activity helps improve circulation in the pelvic area, maintain healthy hormone levels, and reduce stress, all of which benefit the prostate directly. Now, this doesn't mean there's a magic number. Everyone's body and life situation is different, but the idea is to stay sexually active in whatever way is healthy and comfortable for you, whether through intimacy with a partner or solo. The key is consistency. These 3 habits, hydration, movement, and sexual activity, may seem simple, but when practiced regularly, they can reshape how your body ages, especially after 60. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated treatments. You need awareness, consistency, and action. If you or a loved one is over 60, this information is more than advice. It's a game plan for better living. Start today and share this message with someone who needs it. Modern science has made one thing clear. Ejaculating regularly helps the prostate stay healthy. It works like an internal rinse, clearing out built-up fluids, old cells, and unwanted toxins that tend to collect in the gland. And this isn't just speculation. A long-term study from Harvard School of Public Health, published in European Urology, followed more than 10,000 men over 20 years. The findings were eye-opening. Men who ejaculated at least 21 times each month had a 33% lower chance of getting prostate cancer in their lifetime. But that's not all. Sexual activity also improves blood flow in the pelvic region, eases tight muscles near the prostate, reduces stress, and lifts mood, all of which help to lower inflammation, a major cause of prostate problems. Still, many men over 60 feel uncomfortable or embarrassed about this topic. But from a medical point of view, keeping an active sex life is natural, safe, and good for your prostate. If you're unsure or facing issues, talk honestly with your urologist. Avoiding the subject won't protect your health, but facing it with knowledge just might. Habit number 4 is mindful eating to reduce prostate swelling and cancer risk. This habit involves something you already do, eating, but with more purpose. Certain foods actually help protect your prostate, calm inflammation, and lower the risk of it growing too large or becoming cancerous. What you eat can impact how cancer cells develop. Lycopene, a well-researched antioxidant, stands out. It's found in red-colored fruits like tomatoes, watermelon, and guava. Lycopene has powerful anti-inflammatory benefits that act directly on prostate cells. One study in the International Journal of Cancer found that men who ate cooked tomatoes at least twice a week had a 28% lower risk of prostate cancer. Zinc is another key nutrient, found in pumpkin seeds, seafood, and nuts. It helps balance hormones and supports the structure and long-term health of the prostate. Veggies such as broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage offer natural compounds called sulforaphanes, which support detox and prevent cell damage in the prostate. The ideal plate? Colorful, mostly plant-based meals with cooked tomatoes, leafy vegetables, mineral-rich seeds, and lean protein. When eaten regularly, these foods gently work behind the scenes to keep your prostate calmer, better oxygenated, and well-functioning. With the right choices, food becomes more than fuel. It becomes a powerful tool for lifelong prostate protection. The fifth key habit is deep, restorative sleep to keep hormones in balance and support prostate health. Most men overlook this step, but its impact is huge. Getting good quality sleep, deep and unbroken, is critical for keeping hormones in check, and that directly ties into prostate wellness. During the deeper phases of sleep, your body releases key hormones like melatonin and growth hormone, both of which reduce inflammation and protect prostate tissues. When your sleep is light, cut short, or inconsistent, this natural hormone cycle breaks down. Stress hormones spike, usable testosterone drops, and overall inflammation gets worse. A study in cancer epidemiology, biomarkers, and prevention followed more than 2,400 men for close to 10 years. The result? Men with ongoing sleep problems had double the risk of developing aggressive prostate cancer. The reason is simple. Without enough deep sleep, your body can't repair itself properly, and that leaves the prostate more open to damage and disease. This is why setting up a peaceful sleep routine matters. Stick to regular sleep hours, keep your bedroom dark and quiet, and limit screen time before bed. Good sleep isn't just for mental clarity. It's a nightly act of protection for your prostate, even if you don't feel it happening.